Detectives are on the hunt for whoever shot and killed a man at a pricey rental house in the San Fernando Valley.
Now, the shooting happened this morning at a house known for parties. It rents for $20,000 a month on Martha Street near Hesperia Street. This afternoon, KCAL 9's Jeff Nguyen is there live with the latest for us. Jeff.
Susie and Juan, this shooting happened during a small gathering when gunfire erupted at the front door of a short-term rental property.
A Ring camera captured a sedan peeling out on Martha Street in Encino while a man is crouching behind a car in Mark Spaney's driveway.
I was up watching the Queen's funeral this morning and I heard a car screech out of the neighborhood.
The commotion came after one person was shot in front of a two-story home a few doors down. The LAPD says a small group had been gathering at this short-term rental property. Courtney Corder lives across the street.
I know the one man that was hiding in front of the car. We've actually seen him coming in and out of the house. I think he was staying there.
Detectives confirm he had been part of the gathering. The same Ring camera shows a shirtless man going through a side gate and walking toward the crime scene. Detectives believe he's also been staying at this property, which we found on Realtor.com, which is listed for more than $19,000 a month. Neighbors say they heard people screaming from the rental property, but they never heard gunfire.
It definitely sounded on edge. Maybe it wasn't happy shouting. It sounded a little tense.
Then an SUV is seen driving off. Police believe it was carrying the 24-year-old man who'd been shot to a hospital where he was pronounced dead. Mark Spaney says he's given his videos to detectives.
I'm glad I had it. Hope it helps out, and it's unfortunate that happens.
Detectives have been working to access the security video at the rental property to get a better look at the two suspects. For now, the motive of the shooting is under investigation. We are live in Encino. Jeff Nguyen, KCAL 9 News.
All right, Jeff, thank you so much.
What's good, y'all? What's the numbers TV? It's your boy, Paul Rowe. Make sure you subscribe to the channel if you're not subscribed already, and like a video if you appreciate the content that Paul Rowe and What's the Numbers I provided. Today we back with another profile piece. This one is on Dust, aka Dust Official. In this video, we're going to speak about his time coming up at Maryland and Massachusetts. Then we'll focus on Dust's music grind that he was on from a young age, before speaking about what really leveled Dust up, at least on a social media and popularity level. Before finally speaking about the shooting and robbery that will end up taking Dust's life. Dust, real name Dustin Sansing, is from the Eastern Shore area of Maryland. Although throughout his years growing up, he also spent some time in the Boston area of Massachusetts. Living for a time in both areas, Dust would integrate with people from different nationalities and walks of life. He had big plans from a young age and dreamed of one day being able to take care of his family and friends. He started rapping in his teenage years, and by 2014 had already dropped a video on YouTube to his song called Everybody Struggles. For the next few years, Dust would continue to drop music videos, some on his own YouTube channel and others on different online music outlets that could help him be seen and heard by more people. During the early years of Dust's music career, he looked the part of an up-and-coming rapper. He had some jewelry, but it wasn't too crazy. It was more like a starter set. He more so focused on his outfits and locations to film, as he shot a lot of his videos in different cities and states like Maryland, Boston, and New York. Then, in February of 2020, Dust would drop a video for a song called Losses featuring another rapper named Tess. The song would get over 10K views on his own YouTube channel, but that would be the last video that Dust would ever release. The reason for this, according to certain people, was that Dust found his lane during the pandemic and got involved in crypto, dog breeding, and the booming weed market in the Los Angeles area. He became a part of the Gas Cartel weed brand, which was a distro out of LA that sold certain high-grade marijuanas and other related products. Dust himself would relocate to LA for business purposes in an attempt to make more money, although he still traveled back and forth to the East Coast. He also became more visible on Instagram. Maybe his newfound popularity was from his connections to the Gas Cartel, as the weed game was booming all over the United States during the pandemic, or maybe it was because he now had all the necessary accessories like jewelry, nice homes, expensive clothes, foreign cars, and exotic dogs to show off on the internet. Regardless of what it was, it definitely looked like Dust was in his bag and getting to the money. You could see the change in his life, the most on his Instagram page that grew to have over 13,000 subscribers. Although he didn't release no new videos during this time, it looked like maybe Dust was rebranding himself before he decided to relaunch his rap career again. But before he could make his dream a reality, tragedy would strike when in September of 2022, Dust would be killed in a robbery gone wrong while at a rental home in Encino, California. The few details that authorities released was that Dust was shot on the front doorstep of the two-story home by two men at about 6:30 in the morning. Allegedly, there was a party at the house that was coming to an end when everything went down. After Dust was shot, someone drove him to the hospital in a private vehicle where he was pronounced dead. Dust was just 24 years old at the time. Since then, members of his family and the gas cartel had publicly mourned him on the internet and social media. Some members even went as far as to get an iced-out chain and piece in his honor. But yo, it's What's the Numbers TV. There was a quick profile piece on Dust, aka Dust Official, real name Dustin Sansing, out of Eastern Shore area, Maryland. You know what I'm saying? He definitely spent some time in Massachusetts also. I seen like Lynn, Mass, Boston, surrounding areas, things like that. You know what I'm saying? Rest in peace to him. He was only 24 years old. He was young. One thing I say about him, you know, he was chasing his rap career from earlier. It looked like it might have calmed down a little bit while he was getting to the bag. Maybe he was more focused on that. But if you go back, he got videos from like 8 years ago, 7 years ago. He's only 24 when he passed away. So he was chasing this since 17, 16, 18, around there. So, you know, shout out to him for that, chasing his dream. And also he kind of switched lanes, got to the bag, you know what I'm saying, gas cartel. I don't know if he had something, the inception of it, or he got down after, but he definitely has some affiliation with the gas cartel out of LA. They still doing their thing, you know what I'm saying. They messing with Fat Boy SSC. I see them doing their thing still. And, you know, they still shout out Dust. You know what I'm saying? They got the chain, the piece and all that made him in remembrance of him. And, you know, they still show him love on Instagram, all that good stuff. So, you know, shout out to them. They still getting to the bag, it looks like. Now, was he out there in LA fronting, flossing? You know what I'm saying? Was he young that he didn't know no better? Was it a Pop Smoke situation? Just got caught slipping, robbery. Didn't want to give it up. You know what I'm saying? We don't know exactly. But, you know, if you look from the outside looking in, you can speculate certain things. Now, it was around the same time P&B lost his life. This was like maybe a little bit after that. So, you know, these are common in LA. A lot of these type of situations go down. You don't got to be a famous rapper. You could be an underground rapper. You could be somebody down with a weed brand. You could be whatever. As long as you got that bread, you know, the wolves might be coming for that. So you might want to stay on 50, stay on point. You know, keep your head up and your eyes open, all that good stuff. Now, he never got a chance to release no new music. I was thinking he probably was getting the bag together, probably about to come back crazy. Because if you check his Instagram, you know, he living that life. He got the foreigns, the big cribs, the big jewelry, you know, bust down this, iced out that, you know what I'm saying, Amiri this, you know what I'm saying, Dior that, all that good stuff. So, you know, he had all the props to make a successful return to the music industry. You understand? Now, other than that, man, all I want to say is this though. You know, it looked like he came up during the pandemic when the weed prices was crazy. Now, you know, in the video I said, you know, the booming weed market back then, like it's not booming no more. It's still booming, but the difference is the prices isn't as high as they were during the pandemic. A lot of people got rich during that time, especially in the marijuana industry. So shout out to all y'all that got the bag in that during that time. But you know, the prices had calmed down since then. So it looked like he might have came up during that time, and you know, just continue to keep that going as you know things got back to normal. But other than that, man, like I said, I just want to say rest in peace. Shout out to him, man. It's messed up that he lost his life that way. You know what I'm saying? We just trying to do him and get to the bag and all that, man. But you gotta be on. You gotta know what comes with it, man. In a perfect life, you'll be out here able to front and wouldn't have to worry, floss, live your life, and wouldn't have to worry about nobody coming to, you know, cause you some harm. But you know, we living in the 2023. That ain't the situation at hand. So other than that, man, subscribe to the channel, follow the Instagram, subscribe to the Clips channel, the Sports channel. So follow Batty Bills on IG. Follow What's Numbers TV on IG. We got a bunch more content coming your way. We out here, man. Pole Rope. Peace.